I would say this particular transition, it's especially important that there be deep consultation and a smooth handoff. Because just in the period of this transition, we've seen the fall of Assad, we've seen the declaration of martial law in Korea, we have an active ongoing negotiation for a ceasefire and hostage deal in Gaza. We had the first deadly terrorist attack of the Biden administration on January 1st of this month. That's all during the transition. And so Mike and I have spent a considerable amount of time together going through the issues, making sure that the incoming team is lashed up with my outgoing team and that they're getting briefed on the immediate issues that will be on their agenda on day one, but also on the longer-term trends that we see and some of the larger initiatives that I think have bipartisan support and can be carried forward.
President Trump is not a year one president. He's not even a year 5 president. He's year 9. He's been thinking about all of these issues the last 4 years. And so my team, we're trying to get our feet underneath us, and he's already, foot on the gas. And for a man who stays in 10th gear, I think. So that's our internal challenge. We'll get our team in place. We'll have a smooth handover, and we'll continue the march.
Look, there are obviously the immediate crises, and Mike mentioned the wildfires in California. That is something that's going to demand an all-hands-on-deck effort. It has from our team, and it will from the incoming team. There's closing out the ceasefire and hostage deal, which hopefully we will do this week, but then there's the actual implementation and execution of that. But for me, the critical thing is in the midst of dealing with immediate crises, we can't take our eye off the ball of the long-term strategic competition with the People's Republic of China, because China is the one country with both the ambition and the potential capacity to really compete with us across all dimensions. We have not faced a challenge like that in a very long time, perhaps ever.
Well, the most immediate, aside from the natural disaster that we're dealing with, I think, is our southern border. And the open nature of it is just unacceptable in my view, and I certainly think loud and clear in the President-elect's view. So you're going to see a lot of action to close the border, to go back to the policies that we believe were working, whether that's remain in Mexico or working with the Mexicans to fortify their southern border. The porcupine Taiwan, we have over a $20 billion backlog of things that they paid for and that we need to work hard to free up and have them get what they paid for as a deterrent measure. And then,
well, first, Iran is at its weakest point since the Iranian Revolution. It's lost its the deterrent power of its main proxy, Hezbollah. It's lost its main state client, Assad. Frankly, it's lost its air defense capability, and its economy is reeling. So Iran is in a weak position. And that creates real opportunities, but it also brings risks, because Iran, you hear voices inside their system saying, given how much deterrent capability has been degraded and eroded over the past year and a half, maybe we need to think more seriously about changing our policy with respect to nuclear weapons.
In Beirut, the incursion into southern Lebanon, and now the ceasefire to pull back out, the destruction of, miles and miles of tunnels and rocket systems, which, by the way, were within earshot of the UN peacekeeping force that was there. And I think we need to have a very real conversation about the future and the efficacy of that force. It's an incredible opportunity for Lebanon. It's a moment. And I give a lot of credit to the effort that went behind the election of President Aoun.
Jake, would you please pass to your successor?
All right, thank you. I promise not to drop it. Yeah.